Alright, so the other day, one of my viewers, who might just be an absolute sicko, requested that I review this news story entitled, Chicken Mascot Reveals Struggles After Pep Rally Accident Left Him Brain Damaged. And the only thing that I really hoped after watching this video is that I myself wouldn't be walking away with the brain damage. Cause listen, I'm not saying I don't trust the viewers of this channel, but per 400,000 people, you know, there's bound to be some bad seeds. Yes, that is just a light flex. Yes, we are almost at 400,000 subscribers. Yes, you should subscribe today. But regardless of that, I went and dove into this whole chicken mascot fiasco, and the whole thing really just felt like a bad episode of Family Guy. So pretty much what happened is you take this white kid from the suburbs. He's really involved in the school. I think he was the president of the class. This guy might have been the valedictorian for all we know, because he had some big aspirations to go ahead and go and be a doctor.
So are you a doctor of anything? Anything at all?
I do currently hold a PhD in what I don't feel comfortable disclosing.
And so this school, which I'm gonna assume is rather country, is having some sort of homecoming pep rally. This is small town America right here, baby, and football is big. And so one of the things they like to do with these pep rallies is get some poor Joe Schmo to dress up as the rival mascot from across town. I guess in this case they were the chickens. And oh, did this guy get absolutely clucked.
Hey, funny guy! I got a joke for you! What smells rotten and puts people to sleep?
Noxious gas?
No! Your act!
But for real, they absolutely f***ed this guy by making him get in this nasty ass chicken suit. That in the first place is just wrong. As the president of the school, I would have been vetoing that right away. But I guess this guy chose to be a good sport, and he went out there in the middle of the pep rally and was doing some sort of dance with a couple of the contestants. This is when just a couple of those bad seeds I was talking about just came out of nowhere and absolutely mobbed the kid. I mean, when you talk about a public incrimination, you talk about a public jumping, this is it right here.
I just remember I'm pinned down, so my arms are being held, my legs are being held, and then this kid kicks my head like a football.
And this isn't my way of saying that all jocks are stupid, but I definitely went to high school with some guys like this, who did also happen to be on the football team, who were just absolute brain-dead idiots that thought that hurting someone was actually funny. I mean, just look at the way they dogpile on him. I mean, this is just one of those things that you never live down. It went down in front of the whole school. It's very embarrassing. And above all, this guy said while he was down there, because they were literally holding his arms and legs down like he's Jesus Christ, apparently he suffered some sort of brain damage because people were jumping all over his head, kicking him in the face, punching him. He came out of the little scrap with a bunch of bruises and nicks all over his face. I mean, this whole thing was really, really sad.
You said you were pressured into putting on that chicken suit.
Oh, yes, I can't even tell you. I have this teacher who came up to me and said,
"Hey, do it for a little bit. Everything will be okay."
It was at this moment that he knew. He f***ed up.
This guy actually suffered so much brain damage that it like mentally put him behind. He had to go to community college and he failed 40 straight classes. That's just how much hope that these people still had in their son. He must have been so intelligent that they let him go to school and fail 40 classes. I mean, Jesus Christ.
He was so very, very successful before, so watching him struggle like that has been very hard as a parent.
But if there's any sort of silver lining in this situation, it's always money. It's always compensation. Take these kids to the courtroom, or more or less take the school to the courtroom. And this guy in the end was awarded $10 million in damages because pretty much the whole rest of his life was ruined. He couldn't really operate as a regular member of society from that point on. So this kid went from the class president to more or less a social vegetable. And his lawyer could just smell that money. He was just tasting it. This guy was so smart that he actually chose himself to dress up in the full chicken costume and give the shitty ass chicken experience for the courtroom that day.
And I didn't like being in it. Didn't feel good. It had no padding. So by putting it on in front of the jury, I was able to tell them this isn't fun.
I'm telling you guys, if you ever walk in across the college campus and you see some loose towels up there, just throw something at it, let it hit you in the head, and sue your school. You'll never have to finish your degree because you're gonna be filthy rich. Nah, I'm just playing, guys. I mean, this was honestly a really f***ed up thing for these immature idiots to do. I'm really hoping that someone got charged with some sort of assault. Either way, guys, I want to thank you for watching and thank you for subscribing. Please drop a big like on the video and go follow me today. That's at JAMARI Speaks. I'll catch you guys later. Peace.